Victor Padilla, and I'm 41 years old.
Perfect. All right. So what long-term and short-term challenges were you facing before coming to Adapt? Like how bad had it gotten and what feelings were associated with these challenges?
Well, being in a culinary profession as a chef and in the food industry for the past about like 25 years, I've been on my feet for about like 12 hours a day minimum on a 6 to 7 day period. And I've experienced some terrible lower back pains, very, very chronic pains in the lower back area, where it's affected my everyday, even when I'm not working. Yeah, if I sit down too long, getting up is a problem. And so all that I've gotten is taking a toll to the point where I would get up after sitting for a set period of time, I would stand up and I'd be lopsided. And I didn't understand why I was lopsided. And thanks to meeting you guys, we've been working on that.
Mm-hmm. So how did that make you feel to, not be able to do your job to the highest caliber?
Well, of course, we all, a bit self-conscious with aging. And even if 40 years old is not old, but when you have a bad back, it makes you feel, twice your age. And when you see your friends that are your same age or even older, and they're a lot more active and running around, chasing their kids around, and in the gym or doing CrossFit and stuff like that, and you can't do anything. Even sitting down's a challenge, and standing up. So yeah, it really felt horrible to not be able to partake in the life of my children, which I have a 9 and a 5-year-old. So, two very active girls. And, the excuse will be on my day off is daddy can't play, he's tired. But it's really just because of the chronic back pain. But try explaining that to kids.
Right. So what had you tried in the past that ended up not working?
Medication.
Right.
I mean, traumadols and, extra strength Tylenols. Okay, 2 don't work, 3. Hey, take 4. Or, it was just a lot of medications that I would take. Latest would be like CBD oils, always trying to go safe routes and never venturing into like the oxy or stuff like that, because that's horrible for you. But, I would always just try to medicate myself to be functional at work. So that's what I used to sort to.
Right. So how did it make you feel that you had to kind of resort to medications to get you through the day?
Horrible, because of course medication, it's a temporary fix, and it numbs and you're doing more damage. So it's a double-edged sword, because you're doing damage to your liver, your kidneys, all while just trying to fix something that you're really not fixing. You're just masking, you're putting a Band-Aid on it. And that takes an emotional toll on you as well. It's just you're hurting yourself twice, but it's either that or live with the pain.
Right. So you're fixing the symptoms of pain and not the actual pain.
Exactly. And the common thought is that the only solution is surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't know what is scarier than back surgery.
Right.
All the thoughts that come and the side effects and the risks that you take by getting a back surgery. So okay, well, just medication.
Yeah. Okay. So what has your journey been like since starting physical therapy with Adapt? How would you say Adapt is different from other physical therapy places? Like, how would you describe it if you were describing it to a family member?
Well, not to sound cliche, and again, I'm as pessimistic as they make them. And, what made me feel comfortable with Adapt is, me being acquainted with Dr. Payal and her works. And, I felt comfortable with her. And the way I tell everybody, like my family members, my friends, I say, look at me. Like, remember when I used to not be able to bend down? Or look, I can do this now. And no medication, no surgeries. I said, all I do is just invest 60 minutes a week with my doctor from the comfort of my own home. I don't have to go anywhere, especially now with this pandemic going on. You don't have to travel, to all these different hospitals, expose yourself to this virus that's going on around right now. So you get to do it from your house. No medication, no needles, no knives, none of the scary stuff. It's just invest the time, follow the direction. And I've been doing this now for 6 weeks now. And I will tell you that the difference I felt this by my second visit was incredible. By my second week, and this is my God's honest truth, jogging, working out, I'm chasing my kids around. And it's funny because it was super weird realizing that I was doing things without being in pain. I was like, oh my God, I just ran up the stairs, double stepping up the stairs. I couldn't do that before.
Yeah.
And, so the way I describe it to my family is, okay, the benefits of everything I just mentioned. And then, think about money, which is the most crucial thing right now, right? Everybody, a lot of people are not bringing in the income that they should be. So, now it's just give it to a therapist that's working for you and not harming you. And this is, you got a surgery, you experience a side effect. With this, you're not. You're getting stronger. And it's for a fraction of the cost of what you would if you were to go get a back surgery.
Right.
So, that's the way I give it to, I don't want to use the word sell, because here we're not selling anything, but it's, my testimony to them is that,
Right. Okay. So you kind of just touched on this, but what would you say the biggest benefits are that you've seen as a result of coming here? Like, what were your biggest goals, and do you feel you've accomplished them?
My main goal was to be active, to be an active father,
Right.
and to be athletic again, to just, I know there's a lot of athletic people out there. And I just wanted to run around with my kids. I want to be able to work out again. Like I can't do crunches. I can't do sit-ups. But guess what? With Adapt, I can, because they have their own form of crunches, sit-ups that don't harm your back. So I'm able to do that. But what the best thing that I've gotten out of this, and I know there's nothing that could be better than playing with my children, is now I feel like I'm 31. I no longer feel like I'm beyond my age physically, and I feel young. It's helped me with all aspects of my life. It boosts your confidence. If I were to go out to dinner, I'll sit through 3-4 courses on a dinner. I'd look around before I stand up, because I'll be a little hunched back for about a minute until I warm up enough to straighten up. Now I don't have to do that. So that helps with your confidence. And when you're confident, you can accomplish a whole lot of things. So, I feel like I've gotten some of my youth back.
Yeah, you don't have to think about your pain before you do anything.
Exactly. And, it's not just the 60 minutes a week. Now I work out 60 minutes before I get on the conference call on the video call with Dr. Payal. And there's no way I would do that before.
Right. So what value would you say that physical therapy at Adapt has brought to your life?
Value. I just mentioned the most important things to me are my children. And, the value has been that I'm able to attend to my business, and I'm able to be a lot more active and be a lot more efficient even getting in and out of the car quicker saves you time. I'm able to pack a lot more into my day, and that's been a blessing in itself. And it helps with your mood. And when you wake up, first thing you feel is pain. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that can relate to what I'm saying right now. It dampens your mood. And it's the first thing you feel as soon as you open your eyes in the morning. So that's the way you're starting your day. Now imagine waking up and not feeling that pain. It boosts your mood. So that's how I'm starting my day now. Like, look, right now it's 4 p.m. and I feel great. Normally I wouldn't be feeling great right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the value that I've gotten by working with Adapt.
Okay, great.
That's a true value.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
All right. So regarding the process of telehealth, because you're doing sessions with us, did you feel comfortable with your sessions, and what made the process feel complete for you?
Well, Dr. Payal is what I love about working with her is she's going at your pace. Mm-hmm. You're not trying to keep up with her. And that's the one thing that always intimidated me about joining any other program is you can go ahead and buy yourself an instructor's video program, and you're keeping up with these people. And then, there's some programs where they have like the active workouts for the healthy people, and then they have the more dumbed down person doing it a little dumbed down. That doesn't make you feel good. Right. You're there watching. You're paying to watch somebody that could be doing it if they weren't hurt. If you weren't hurt, you could do what that person is doing, but now you're doing it the more dumbed down version. So it makes you feel dumb. Mm. What's great about Dr. Payal is she goes at your pace. She asks you continuously all through the 60 minutes, how you feeling? How was that? She's explaining to you what's happening. Mm-hmm. And that is the difference between her and everybody else is she's not telling you, believe me, this works. Do this workout. There have been some workouts where I don't feel comfortable. The moment I express that I'm not comfortable, she says, stop. Mm-hmm. Here's the alternative. And the alternative works. And if it works for you, then she'll continue doing that for you. And also what I love about it is it's not the same stuff every week. It's I want more. I want more. I want more. And every session that we do every week, I get 3-4 more new exercises. So now my current program is maybe about I got about 15, 16 workouts that I can do, and I do it comfortably.
Right. Yeah. So you feel even though you're doing virtual sessions, you're still getting great outcomes, the same as if you would be in person.
Well, better. I tell you, better. I've spent a lot of money on personal trainers before. I've had bodybuilder, competitive bodybuilders as personal trainers, and people teach you what works for them. Mm-hmm. And that's the difference. So when you go to the gym, this person only knows what works for them and what worked for some people. So, with Adapt, it's a custom made program. It's tailor-made program for you based on your needs and your capability at the moment. And that's great. So you get to really feel like you're the one in control, and Adapt is the guiding light to get you to where you want to go to. That's the best way I could describe it.
Okay. And then just last question, what would you say to someone who is considering physical therapy at Adapt but is still on the fence?
That's simple. You want to continue to be grouchy? Fine, that's on you. To each his own, right? To each his own. So what I would say is this. Remove the fence. You don't need a fence. Just get to it. Fix yourself. It's a healthy alternative. It's healthy. It's you know, it's the timing is comfortable. Ashley's are great. You know, the appointments are phenomenal. You're in constant communication with the staff. The staff is incredible. You know, all throughout the week you get emails, and not just like, you know, pointless emails. It's all of this information is yours. It's for you, for each individual, and yeah, it's just you got to make the decision. And you know, I would say try it. You know, and you know, what more do you have to lose? You don't have anything to lose because you're already losing by dealing with this chronic pain in your body.